Thank you for tuning into my videos. To support the channel and unlock exclusive perks, you can join us on YouTube channel membership and Patreon. Follow the links in the video description below. Select your level of support and help keep the content coming. This channel exists because of the support we have from fans just like you. Thanks and enjoy the video. Alright, so welcome to this 2,000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. It's the Thousand Suns Chaos Space Marines with the new model, Magnus The Red, the Primarch being added into the list. A new list for them as well. They're going to take on James's Astra Militarum, the Imperial Guard, in this classic matchup. And we're going with the theme of Space Marine 2, the computer game, spoilers, but part of the way through, the Thousand Suns are revealed in that game, and then the Astra Militarum are fighting throughout the campaign. So this Thousand Suns list has been updated with the latest points, which have pushed up the points cost of a number of units, including Magnus the Red. He's now 465 points, so he is in, taking up about a quarter of the points of the army. I then have two Exalted Sorcerers, 1 and 2, just on foot. 2 squads of Rubik Marines, 2 squads of 10. Going to go all Flamers with those, so Warp Flame Pistol, Warp Flamers. There's a Soul Reaper Cannon, Icon of Flame in there as well, and then the Aspiring Sorcerer has the Stave in that squad. 2 squads of Terminators. Was running squads of 10. I've split them into 2 squads of 5. Hellfire Missile Rack, Soul Reaper Cannon in each of those. Aspiring Sorcerer there in each of those squads as well. Double Mauler Fiend, taking the Lasher Tendrils and the Mauler Fiend Fists. 2 squads of Zangors, squads of 10, and then 2 squads of Cultists been taken also. So it's shrunk enough just for the points of Magnus the Red, but he's seems to be a potent enough unit to have in the Thousand Suns army. We'll see how he gets on though against all those guns with the Astra Militarum. That's the list for the Thousand Suns. We have a commander here, one of the Phoenix Lords, and that's Ben Shaw. He plays Eldar on the Psychic Races, so we're going to put him onto Magnus the Red here for this game. And the sub-commander, Noah Storasley, we'll put him on to the Exalted Sorcerer here as second in command. He's one of the Autarch supporters on the channel. So you can join us on YouTube channel membership. You can also support us through Patreon, links below, or you can join us by going to the homepage and hit the join button and choose your tier. But any tier, any level helps us keep the content coming and expand and create new projects. That's the list for the Thousand Suns. We'll take a look at the Astra Militarum next. Alright, so 2,000 points of Astra Militarum to take on the Thousand Suns and Magnus the Red. Fancy your chances?
Yes.
Whoa.
Glory. Discipline, firepower. Las guns to bear. Bring the Primarch down. Traitorous scum.
Right, he's up for it. We'll let him run through his list.
Right, this is 2,000 points of Astra Militarum, the 18th Cadian Army Group. Glory in the name of the Emperor. So, we have today we have the Warlord.
This is a list you've run. You like the last?
I like the last list. The only slight change that I've done is the Rogal Dawn. It's got the Nova Cannon as the primary weapon.
Oh, okay.
So I've got that back again. And the Warlord, well, the detachment first is a regimental detachment, so I haven't got their codex yet. But seeing the new releases that they've recently done, Death Corps of Krieg and all that kind of thing, very, very interesting stuff.
Okay.
So I'm glad they're back as a regiment. So Krieg players will be very, very pleased. But anyway, we are Cadians, we are loyal to Cadia. So we have the Warlord, represented with the Warlord coin, an anonymous Castellan.
Okay.
So he has got a power sword, plasma pistol, and he has the enhancement Drill Commander. So he has that upgrade. And we have Kassakin Stormtroopers. They are the old sculpts, but I still love them. Still a fan of them.
Painted by me.
Painted by you,
Yeah.
yes, but I touched them up a little bit.
So here they are. Oh boy. Back in the day when I played Astra Militarum, until the Tau probe came along and convinced me to join the Tau Empire.
Traitor. And then we have a Chimera. He's equipped with a hull-mounted heavy flamer. Everything you see here is all WYSIWYG.
Okay.
So it's just got the hull-mounted heavy flamer and a multi-laser. And then the reason why I don't do proxying is because I forget the weapons if I don't see it. It's just me.
Okay, right.
So I have to literally visually see the weapon to represent what it's got. It's just the way I play it, and it's just a bit more realistic.
Okay.
And more
interesting, right? So you have to see the weapon to remember to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And your weapons are magnetized.
Fully mag. That's why I go magnetized crazy.
Let's give me an idea. Some bits may go missing during the game.
And then we have the Rogal Dawn battle tank. It is equipped with the Nova Cannon.
It's a great paint job, and I've seen another one of these on your painting desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kindly donated by Nate Miller. Honorable mention to him.
Cool.
And it's equipped with the Castigator Gatling Cannon, Sponson and Multi-Melters. It's equipped with 3 Stubbers and a coaxial autocannon and the Nova Cannon. It's armed to the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have 2 units of mortars for artillery support, light artillery. And then we've got the field ordnance cannons, and that's commanded by Sam Hermes.
Okay.
We have there. We have a Lehman Russ Vanquisher commanded by Maxfield Knuckles, Sponson multi-melters, hull-mounted las cannon, and a Vanquisher cannon. And then we have Lehman Russ Exterminator. It is really good now, so I thought I'd use it. And then we have the Sponson multi-melters, hull-mounted las cannon, and the Twin Exterminator autocannon. So then we have Winston Adkins commanding the Rogal Dawn battle tank, and then we have Kieran Dix commanding the Lehman Russ Exterminator. And then over here we have Nate Miller commanding the Lehman Russ Punisher, Punisher Gatling Cannon, and 3 heavy bolters. Then we have the tank commander, Archie Edmonds. The tank's equipped with the Demolisher Cannon, Sponson multi-melters, and las cannon. And then we have a Tech Priest Engine Seer that's commanded by Daniel Baker. He's an orc player, so there's a little bit of mech stuff going on. So he's going to represent that character today. And then we have detachment of Sentinels, Squadron of Sentinels.
Armoured Sentinels?
These are armoured Sentinels, yes. Okay. So they're equipped with las cannons, and that's commanded by
Paul David Gray.
Paul David Gray.
It suits him.
Yes. And then we have 2 full units of 20 Cadian shock troopers. So we have 2 colonels. There's a lieutenant colonel and there's a colonel. So we have Ray Cross holding the regimental banner over here, or company banner. And then, oh, there you go.
Legend.
Legend, yes. So
what
just
privilege.
So just to save a bit of time, they're both exactly the same equipped. So there's 2 plasma guns, 3 melter guns, 2 Vox casters, a Master Vox, a regimental standard, and then we have a Medipack as well. Both the commanders are equipped with a plasma pistol and power fist for close combat weapons, and you can call out the privates.
Spam Straight.
Shay Straight.
Shay Straight, sorry.
Spam.
Haze. Or Pick 22.
Pick 22, new member.
James has made new tags here, which are smaller, which is great. You hardly see them.
Yeah.
Tyler Grizzle, Peter Nestro, Ray on the banner. And then we have Donald Hammer, Harrison Leach, and Matthew Reck.
Yep.
Regular guardsmen across here.
We have
Sergeant someone. Anthony Leach.
Anthony Leach.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So
That's dead on 2,000 points.
perfect. Any enhancements? Have you done gone through them?
I've gone for one enhancement. That's for the commander.
Oh, yeah, called that out.
Yeah, I
Okay.
called that out. And that's it. It's 2,000 points. Regimental detachment. Cadia stands. And for the Emperor. Purge the chaos. Heretic scum.
Avenge the Ultramarines.
Yes.
All right, that's the list. For the Astra Militarum, we have a Phoenix Lord allocated to the commander. So your commander is going to be the Castellan across here.
Yes, he's the warlord. He can
Right,
represent that.
Valhallan Field Marshal Robert. So he does have a name. And then we have a second in command, Alex Stillwar here, one of the autarchs, which will be, across here?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel?
He's a colonel.
Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel is a lower ranking
Right,
officer.
Alex, you're this man here on the phone. Okay. What's he doing on the phone?
He's having a nice call with his commander.
Okay.
It is highly classified.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
He's probably ordering pizza for the regiment.
Yes.
Right.
They get their rations.
That's the list here. One slice each. That's the list. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Right, so we have a scenario here. We're fighting from end to end. The deployment zone is tipping point. Raise the banners is the mission role, and then purge the foe is the primary mission for this game. So tipping point first of all. Deployment zones marked. That's like a stepped deployment, and we're fighting from end to end. So the orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Thousand Suns. They'll be up here, and then the Astra Militarum deployment zone following the step marked by the red dice. There's 5 objectives on the board. As per usual, one dead centre, right in the heart of the cathedral. Then we have a home objective each. So the Thousand Suns objective is just over there next to the rocks. On this rock here is the home objective of the Astra Militarum. It's raised up. James can still measure out 3 inches. It's not going to affect the ability to control that objective. And then we have 2 in no man's land, 2 others. This one here, and then one across the other side, just beyond the sandbags over there. So 5 objectives in total. Raise the banners is quite straightforward. So if you have a battle line keyword unit, which will be pretty much all of James's infantry, and then for the Thousand Suns, we do have a few. The Zangors have battle line, but not the cultists. If you're on one of those, if you're on an objective, at the end of your turn, you pick up an extra victory point. That's 1 point per objective. So it's the more battle line units on objectives, then the more points you can pick up. Just a few, but a trickle of points can come through for that. And then purge the foe is basically kill more stuff and control more objectives. So turn 1 onwards, you get 4 victory points if you destroy an enemy unit. Turn 2 onwards, if you destroy an enemy unit and then more units than the opponent does to you in that battle round, you get a bonus 4 points. And then turn 2 onwards, you get 4 points for the control of any objective on the board. And then if you control more objectives than the opponent, you get a bonus 4 points. So really make sure you kill stuff and then control objectives and try and achieve more than the opponent is the aim of the game. Suits both of these armies just fine. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries, and then for terrain, we are playing some large obscuring terrain pieces. So all the rocky outcrops will be obscuring, and then we'll go by the hard edge on these just to establish where obscuring is. This piece here on the left, and then 1, 2, and 3 clusters of terrain will be obscuring. There's a couple of bits of woodland scattered across the board. We'll play this as a small ruin. And then this whole structure just going by the edge running around. And this one over here, this separated, there is a gap in between. We'll play as obscuring ruins. So infantry inside and so on can get the benefit of cover, but also obscuring also. So keep that in mind, these 2 key pieces of terrain in the middle of the battlefield. Quite a nice theme here. No spoilers, but either we've played a previous battle, Ultramarines against the Thousand Suns. There's a big fight for the centre of the board, and then now the Ultramarines have retreated away. The Thousand Suns contaminating this area, and then the Astra Militarum moving in to try and cleanse them out of this area. So I think that's a nice theme building up here for this battle. We will start alternating place units on the board next. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat is from GameMat.eu, 60 by 44 inches in size. Also using pre-painted terrain from GameMat.eu, so it's the grassy rocks set. So that's these rocky structures here. This one, these archways, there's a small and medium-sized one, another large rocky piece over there, and a whole cluster of them which I've joined together to make a larger piece of terrain. But you can check out GameMat.eu for battle mats and pre-painted terrain. Link for them in the video description below. You'll also find a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. Alright, so deployment's mostly done. James placing the last few of his models on the board. Thousand Suns finished before him. So it's a tricky one. This one, we've got large sections of terrain. But once you're into the terrain, or once the opponent's into the terrain, you can then see through. And then it's a longer march going across in this direction. James does have a lot of guns. No wonder he's been boasting here at the start of the video here.
We boast of our superior firepower.
So how to get in amongst the guard is the question here for the Thousand Suns. So, and we can't shrink back because we'll just be punished. James will occupy the objectives and so on. So, Thousand Suns unit across here. Rubik Marines joined by an Exalted Sorcerer. Exalted Sorcerer second in command here with this squad. In front is the unit Cultists. Zangor's positioned here, sheltering behind obscuring terrain. And we're trying to take advantage of this large piece whilst no one's in it to obscure and hide behind. Magnus the Red here stationed at the back. He starts on the board. If he goes into reserves and deep strikes in, that means my Terminators can't. So it's the choice really between the two. And then way across the other side of the home objective, you can see another unit of Zangor's, the second unit, just in a position to move out onto that. That means we do have some reserves. I'm going to flank here with a Mauler Fiend. Cultists flanking. So that's regular reserves. And then you can also go for deep strike reserves here, up to 500 points. So 2 squads of Terminators to deep strike in. Turn 2 onwards. I think James has pretty much finished deployment here. So mortars. Now artillery could prove a menace here for the Thousand Suns. So mortars here. Mortars there, artillery. What are they? Field ordnance guns or bombast cannons, or what are they?
Field ordnance guns.
Field ordnance guns. I think they'll be useful enough in this game. They're sheltering behind the obscuring terrain. And then tanks spread throughout the battle line here. Punisher, Executioner.
Nope.
Eradicator.
Nope.
Excruciator.
Exterminator.
Exfoliator.
Exterminator.
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 I said that.
You said executioner.
Oh, right. So an Exterminator. Like he used to be a Terminator. He's not replying.
No. Trollish.
This one?
That's the Vanquisher.
Vanquisher.
Yep.
Okay. Demolisher on the extreme left-hand side. Armored Sentinels with their las cannons. And then these 2 big blobs of infantry here. So 1 squad here. And then 1 squad inside the ruin, getting ready to push forwards. In reserves, yeah, for James, just around the other side is the Chimera. Inside that's the original metal Cassicans.
Yep.
And they've been joined by the army commander,
The
Castellan.
Yep.
Interesting.
Your
Okay.
capabilities, some consider to be unnatural.
That's deployment done. We're going to the first turn of the game. I would imagine James will want to go first. For the Thousand Suns, it would probably be preferable to go first as well. So, yeah, I'd rather go first in this situation.
Give me the glory.
No. If you want it, come and claim
You roll
it.
first.
Of course. Oh,
3. That's what
3.
you got last time.
Okay. A 1!
Again.
We go first. Is that good or not? We'll have to see. We're going to the first turn of the game. Thousand Suns will begin this fight. All right, so turn 1 here for the Thousand Suns. I've actually pushed ahead and wrapped up the entire turn for them because there's no charges, no combats, no shooting for them. So we've gone for just trying to preserve numbers here. I can't march out in the front of all that lot. But so we've gone for more of a conservative approach here, but still pushing forwards. So cards drawn was Cull the Horde, which is possible. And Assassination as well, very tricky with those 2 cards. So we've instead gone for just manoeuvring here with the Thousand Suns. So Mauler Fiend I've actually tucked him back. I want to save him for later, so we pushed him behind the hill. Zangor's across the other side, just edging out and occupying that objective. Zangor's the last to move, moving around. These moved, advanced, roll a 1. In the shooting phase, they then used Temporal Surge just to push a few more inches, just to get a toehold on this objective. Colchis grabbed it straight away with an initial move in advance, and the Rubik Marines here, moving up to the edge of the terrain, but not going after that objective. I pushed that unit through. Pretty much James's entire army can shoot at them, so I'd rather not at this stage. And then jumping up and over here with Magnus the Red. So some sneaking going on here as the Thousand Suns push forwards, making use of the terrain as much as they can. The situation we've got is that James can work his way around the edges with his firepower, which he has units such as the Russ and Sentinels across there that can start pushing around. And also, as soon as units start getting their toes into this terrain, they'll then be able to start seeing through against Thousand Suns units. And in return, Thousand Suns units can see them. So it's going to be an interesting exchange going on here. But Thousand Suns constricting, making use of terrain as much as possible. Not firing a single shot, but just pushing forwards steadily at this stage. I've dumped both cards to gain a CP, and that is the end of our turn. We'll go on to the first turn of the game now for the Astra Militarum. Alright, so turn 1 here for the Astra Militarum, seeking to drive out chaos from this area. Cards drawn behind enemy lines, which James shuffled back into the deck, drawn on turn 1. 2 cards is Cleanse and Containment. So Containment, getting units outside of your deployment zone, within 9 inches of the edge and performing actions. James is a bit busy for that and doesn't really have the units, so he's going to skip that one, maybe dump it.
They've advanced.
They've advanced, yeah, 9 inches total with those swinging around in this direction.
8 inches advanced.
8 with those.
They're performing the
Cleanse, just because there's only a las cannon shot available with him. Everything else is out of range. Sentinels move around on the left-hand side, you can see.
That's moved.
Moved and tapped into the terrain. James wants to release some Dakar now that you can see those units. Regal Dawn's here. So conservative enough from the Astra Militarum. I'm not going to plunge headlong straight into the Thousand Suns. If something's weird, you don't go running straight into it, right? Mm-hmm. That's the rule. So James keeping a healthy distance here from the Thousand Suns. Bear in mind my 2 Rubik Marine squads are armed to the teeth with flamers.
Exactly.
Expertly crafted for burning out guardsmen loyal to the Emperor. Movement done.
Time to kill.
There'll be some shooting here. Limited because we have hidden stuff away, but James certainly does have some firepower available and certainly does have artillery available as well. Squad. Which one?
Oh, we will attack.
He's going after the Rubik Marines. He's just going to allocate which one he's going
You're
after.
going to get cover anyway because it's out of line of sight.
Yeah, he's going after he's using the field ordnance guns across there. Artillery to start proceedings.
We'll go for that one.
The squad here on the objective. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
So, field ordnance gun. I'll get the card ready.
I think he's going to get +2 each. They're blast, obviously.
Yep.
Oof. So James has called out orders and so on. We'll go through them as we go along.
2d6 shots.
So D6 shots each?
Yep.
Right, so D6 +2 then.
Mm-hmm. So
6 and 1.
So that's 8 and...
You're on 11.
11 shots.
Yeah, 7, 4, 11 shots. Not much I can do about this. We'll just have to weather this one. Mortars available as well.
Infantry win firefights. Tanks win battles.
Artillery wins wars. Okay.
And they are infantry, so against infantry, so 6s are lethal as well as sustained. +1, -1 for the order.
Okay.
With indirect fire.
Okay. I've activated, by the way, two cardboard point. Oh dear, he's, now, you've only just begun.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Freeze the wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
AP -1.
then +1.
Yeah.
3 ups. Oh, both go
2 damage.
straight 2. Yeah. Kill 2. Okay, let's think about this one. I was saying here, I've used two cardboard points at the start of the phase. Tricky, you have to do it before it gets going. It's for Weaver of Fate, so I can reroll a failed save and throw. Yeah, I don't think that... so I can reroll a failed save and throw. I don't think James has got a shot anywhere against Magnus. Oh, he does. He does. He could fire a laser cannon at him.
Hasn't got laser cannon.
What? Oh, it's heavy bolters. Okay, all right, we're pretty safe, I think, with Magnus. I think. So, I'll try and save a model down here on a 3+. I'll use this now. We do. All right, so we negate one of those. We'll lose 1 model from the squad.
2 down to 1, 2.
No, I didn't use command points. I used carbal points. See? Carry on.
Mortars. I'm going to fire at the infantry cultists.
Oh, little zealots across here.
Yes, it's that unit there.
Okay.
They are affected by an order because it's the Master Vox.
Right.
3d6 shots.
Okay. And blast. So 3d6 plus 6. So you're on 19 shots in total. 13, 6.
Okay.
Going into here.
19 shots.
It's well worth taking artillery with guard. They do have some great choices for shot.
Definitely. So hitting on 4s because of the order.
All right. Horrific.
That is pretty bad. 6 are lethal though because of infantry.
Okay.
Only 4 hits in total.
Some of the worst I've seen.
There's 4 wounds in total.
4 wounds in total.
No AP.
There's no P. I think I only start on 6s. The cultists have just got... Don't even have t-shirts on. Just little trousers.
7+.
Skirts, little...
T-shirts is 7+.
Loincloths.
Like 6+.
Oh, little shields and things.
Improvised.
5s. None of them. Ah!
Second round.
Screams go up here as they give their lives for the cause of Zinch. Removed.
Next batch of artillery. They're not affected.
Mortars, same target.
Yeah.
Oh. +1 each this time. Actually looking at 10, 13 shots this time. There's the cultists just minding their own business.
These will be hitting on 5s.
And on 5s. Actually,
No lethals, but 4 hits.
yeah, 3
3
straight.
wounds, straight 5. 2 wounds.
2 more. Looks like he's going to get half the squad. Failed to get those. Or failed to save those. It's down to 4 left. So they've taken a beating.
Heavy bolters are going to go into the Rubik Marines.
Ah, this is from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holding the objective. And
Yep.
then I'm going to fire the Punisher Gatling Cannon into the cultists.
Gotcha.
Because 6s to wound will be devastating.
Nice. Yeah, finish them off. Kill them.
Kill them.
And who is this brave tank commander? Nate Miller.
Nate Miller.
Leading the charge. Here's the tip of the spear.
Yep. So I'm going to do the heavy bolters first. I've got 9 heavy bolter shots. 6s are not lethal because not vehicle. But 6s will be sustained 1. So I'll recycle that one. And that's it.
Okay.
Strength is 5.
3s.
And that's 2 wounds. AP -1.
Save 1.
Damage 2.
Foul 1. Sorry, took casualties wrong place. 6 and 1. Save one of these, foul one of these. So I've got a command. I've got a command reroll. I could command reroll, like, to keep a model alive. It would be very handy to have them alive. Command points are precious, though, they really are, I think. Will you use it? Oh, oh boy. Come on, reroll then. And it's passed. But I don't know whether it was worth a CP. They are 200 points. So you got 20. Save myself 20 points.
200 points.
Yeah, 200 point units. Worth keeping them in good order. Okay, so CP spent. Got 2 CP left. You're now looking at the Gatling.
Punisher Gatling cannon. Force to hit.
Okay.
Taking away the hits. Taking away them. And 2 wounds, 6 is a devastating. Because it's strength 6. So it's 2 devastating wounds.
Yep.
And another 7 wounds on top of that.
Let's roll some saves here. Long gone. All right, target completely destroyed.
Bizarre.
Cultists removed from play.
I targeted them because of the mission.
Yes, you've destroyed a unit. Well done. It's actually going to pick up 4 victory points for that. Good play. So 5 power finished. Cultist destroyed. I wanted to check a rule because they have, if you destroy a cultist unit, you've got a chance of gaining a CP. But just check the core rules there. There is a cap on command points. So I've already gained my bonus command point by dumping a stratagem, dumping a secondary card on my first turn. So again, that's my bonus CP. So I can't gain any more this entire battle round. So that ability there would have been able me to pick up the CP, but it's not going to happen because it's already been gained, sadly. So the loss of life there, total waste. Target destroyed. And gone. James picks up his 4 victory points. So anything for secondaries? Yes. You cleansed over there with the Russ. And we're just looking around to see if there's any other kind of firepower other than the artillery and the Russ in the middle. Yes, shooting phase is not quite over yet.
Not quite.
Paul David Gray's squad over there of armoured sentinels, 2 of them can see my wings past the obscuring terrain. So there's 2 las cannon shots available.
The wound roll.
Against monsters?
Yep.
Oh, they're built for taking me on.
So I'm going to call upon...
There's plenty of Imperial Patreons.
Plenty of
Sam
Patreons.
Hermes, he
Sam
plays
Hermes.
Black Templars and Cadians.
Oh, and a Patreon as well, my channel.
Go.
Sitting on 4s, I moved.
He's going after Magnus the Red here.
That's,
Double 6!
That's
2 lethals.
Now the good thing about Sentinels is that there's lethal hits against infantry and monsters and vehicles.
Oh, what?
That's 2 lethal hits.
Yeah. 8 minus 3.
8 minus 3.
So with cover, I'll still go to a 4-up save or 4+ invulnerable save. Cheeky. For that, I'll go to Carl. It's a Carl Roden for tyrannic chitinous protection. Oh, 4 and 5. Ha ha ha. Blocked.
Would it have been?
What would it have been? 6 and 4 plus 1 each. God.
Minus 1 damage. Because of
Minus 1 damage because my ability I chose. Yes. Okay, so it would have been straight 10. Would have been on 6 wounds left. Oh. Okay. Firepower finish of a
Lucky
warning
boy.
shot. That's why we are hiding. That's just a couple of las cannons. Imagine the rest of the army just levelling into Magnus the Red. End of turn then. So 2 points for cleanse coming through plus the 4. So 6 points to 0. Astra Militarum off the mark here. 1,000 Suns have paid a price for their lurking and not going aggressive. That must change. Do we burst asunder now or do we continue to hold? Reserves potentially could arrive for us. We can't keep holding back. We must go after the Astra Militarum at some point. Is it now is the question. We'll see. We'll go on to the turn 2 now for the 1,000 Suns. Alright, so turn 2 here for the 1,000 Suns. Storm hostile objective and extend battle lines is the 2 secondaries in play.
4 CP.
For bonus content, do check us out on YouTube channel membership. Some people have been asking about the league. Are we going to play the runner-up battle? That's to determine 3rd and 4th place. And we reckon we do have enough time. That battle will go onto YouTube channel membership. So the 2 armies that were knocked out, they'll play off against each other for 3rd and 4th slot. Hope to resolve that one. So for the first time in a long, long time on the channel, we'll be able to establish this season 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, which would be great. We've got enough time, I think, this year, and we can put the battle report on membership. So you can look forward to that. It's coming out soon, all being well. We also have a challenge mystery star guest battle report coming on membership as well. So there's like that to look forward to. We're spicing up membership here. So do join us if you can. Most people supporting us are going for Aspect Warrior level. It's the entry level, the base tier for membership. That'll give you access to all the bonus content that we create, battle reports, plus other videos. You can join us on Discord as well. And it just means you can support the channel, and then we're able to keep the content flowing. So support us on membership if you can. Any tier, most going for Aspect Warrior level, link below. Or you can go to channel homepage, hit the join button. So movement phase complete. There's a bit of Overwatch as well. James overwatched with the Punisher and took out 2 of these. I paid a CP for Destined by Fate. It kept another Rubric Marine alive. We did lose 1, restored 1 at the start of our turn. So we're actually down 1. At the moment, 9 models left, plus the Exalted Sorcerer in that unit. So with these, I've moved them up to the edge. They can see this unit that's in, but they can't see beyond, but that suits us all right. We'll just put some shots into him. Morlefane advanced and tucked up here. Magnus the Red has pushed up across here as well. And again, he can't see through, but he can see through to that's the idea.
Coward.
And what did you say?
Coward.
Say it to my face.
I just did.
What film's that from?
Naturally.
So then across here,
Say it again. Say it again.
move these through, rolled a 4, got ourselves onto the objective of the Zangors. The Zangor squad across the other side gained us
Bring some boots.
a cardboard point. Then we have Rubric Marines across here have moved out regular move with a restored model at the start of the turn going right ahead just to get us a bit further ahead. And then we have brought in 1 unit of Terminators across here, just over 9 inches away. The Hellfire Missile Rack's got a sneaky shot up here against the mortars. The rest shoot and maybe charge. We'll see what happens across there. So Thousand Suns now leaning to their left and heading across in this direction. We've picked ourselves up 4 points for the control of an objective. Actually got 2. And we're looking to put a threat on this 3rd one across here. And then just watch the middle objective. No one on it. We want to keep it that way. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Thousand Suns on their 2nd turn. Oh, secondaries, if I haven't called them out already. Storm hostile objective and extend battle lines. Big incentive for us to push out, grab objectives, and potentially take an objective off the opponent. There's this one here, but it's a fair bit of effort and a stretch to do it. So I did warn James it's kind of weird playing against Thousand Suns. We've made an extra move here with 5 cardboard points for Temporal Surge, it's called. So it lets you move again, Psychic Unit. No, Psyker unit does it, and he puts it on another unit. You don't have to be Psyker, but he's Psyker, loads of Psykers, we're Psyker, everyone's Psyker. So happy enough.
I need to ask the viewers a question now. Leave this in the comments below. I've always wondered this about the Thousand Suns.
Yes.
Why are they called the Thousand Suns?
Because.
In 30k.
Yeah.
But it makes sense in 40k because there's usually 1,000 Space Marines in a chapter. Whereas in with 1,000 Suns in 30k, there's way more numerous in numbers.
Oh. Right.
I've always wondered that. I don't know the answer.
So what you're saying is, you know that there's 1,000 of them in 40k.
Well, the chapter organisation
is 1,000.
Is 1,000 Space Marines.
So that should be self-explanatory. But what
Yes.
James is wondering,
why they call 1,000 Suns in 30k when there's more than 1,000 Suns.
right? Or maybe more applied, like for the job.
If some narrative geek out there can answer that, I'll
Yeah, let us know in the comment section below. So at least James
weird.
can sleep better at night. Can you imagine him trying to get to sleep? 1,000. Why? Why 1,000? I don't understand. Emperor, help me. Torment.
Oh.
Torment of your mind.
Zinch's help, by the way.
Temporal Surge. We've pushed through to here, so that all of our flamers are in range of guess who? You cook our chickens, we'll cook yours. Right, so we've got a Warp Flame Pistol. 2 of them, actually, because the squad leader plus the Exalted Sorcerer has one. And then you're going to be struck by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Warp Flamers.
Yeah.
Thousand Suns can move if they need to. It's quite impressive. So we'll commit this firepower to a Chaos supporter, Michael German. So these are auto hits here. Let me check it.
All modifiers, excluding modifiers to saving throws, just to let you know.
So what kind of thing you mean, like
So minuses to hit or anything like that?
or auto hits, yeah. So you've been struck 12, 14, 17, 24 times.
Yep.
Burn. Purge. Burn. Burn with strange fire.
We got. What's your AP minus?
Just -1, ignoring cover.
We got feel no pain as well.
Okay. So 3 Swain. Are you on an objective?
Yes.
Reroll wounds. Just got to check that because it's an amazing roll already. Just going to check for you here. Each time modern unit makes a ranged attack, yeah, reroll wound rolls a 1. If the target is in range
Reroll wounds rolls a 1.
I shall continue reading. If the target of that attack is in range of an objective marker, you can reroll the wound roll instead. Wow. Alright, so you're looking at... Well, I rolled 20...
How have you got all those flamers when in the sprue you only have 2 flamers?
No, you don't. In the sprue, you get enough flamers to make the
Do you?
kit. So it was their original intention that you could take
I'll have to.
universal flamers. You really do. James is a bit annoyed that you can take flamers across the board for a unit. But I did say these are weird.
Well,
Chaos
Primarch
Space
Marines have got the.
They are elite. They're elite Chaos Space Marines. They're 200 point. They are points above regular Chaos Space Marines. And Zinch, you know what Zinch do? They 3D print all their weapons. They can just do whatever they want. Right, 22 saves, please, at -1, ignoring cover. So 22 saves for 6+, followed by a 6 up, feel no pain. The squad's about to be cooked.
We'll go through the fires of glory. 6s.
Take away the 6s. It's 4 of them.
Bing.
18 dead, James.
Nope. Feel no pain. That was 6.
All right, 18. Feel no pains of 6 up. He's not amused.
Hold it right there. I can smell the smoke getting off the elevator. This is the concierge cell.
1. 17 dead. With quotes from Home Alone for some strange reason. You'd say that about Zinch, though, wouldn't you? There's an insane guest.
With a gun.
Oh, it's Grizzly staff. We've done 17 casualties here, including the player. So all the sergeants gone, all the Voxes have had to go, and James is left with a.
I'm sorry, YouTube members and patrons.
Oh yeah, you've.
Oh.
There's a couple of your mates here. Peter Nastro cooked. Shay
I'm
Straight
surprised this
cooked.
still has a channel.
Pick 22 gone.
Oh.
Tyler Grizzle gone. All claimed as victims here by these Thousand Sons Rubik Marines. And it's not over yet. We've got 2 Warp Flame pistols with auto hits coming through.
I just looked at the sprue.
7. The sprue has them all on.
It has them all
I've just
on.
built
I
a
can't
second
believe
unit. You get the spare weapons. You absolutely do. That is the theme for the Thousand Sons, this Warp Flame kind of theme. 4s to wound at strength 3. 3 more saves at AP -1.
You could magnetise the guns, brother.
I'm not magnetising the guns.
You are so limb.
Magnet the Red.
Magnet the Red.
Go.
How many saves?
3 at -1. And I've still got a bit more after this as well.
Feel no pain.
This squad's
Save one.
dying. There's 2 more going to go. Surely it's got to be these 2.
Yeah, those 2 have to go.
Sergeant Melter gun gone. We'll fire a little bit of Warp Smite into you as well. 3s, 2 hits. Anti-infantry 4+. You've escaped that one, but rerolling wounds because it's an objective. And double 6.
It's not an objective.
You're on the objective.
No, but it doesn't count as on the objective.
You are, here.
Oh, they modelled it. I couldn't see. The tree was hiding my vision.
2 more slain.
Feel no pain. 5 and a 5. So take away. It'll have to be them 2.
Oh dear me, Melter and Plasma. And I've got a little bit more.
Oh.
Soul Reaper Cannon who's been waiting patiently. His firepower.
You killed the shock trooper squad.
And 2s to wound. Rerollable. Ow. 2 saves, -1.
No.
For no pain, yeah, damage 1.
Save 1.
1. 1 more slain.
Take away the banner.
Oh no, banner cross. Removed. No mercy shown here by these. There's only 3 models left in that squad. Devastating stuff in the Rubik Marines. A proper Zinchi ambush. So we're going to go with the Terminators next. They're going to put all of their DAC of firepower into these to finish them off. And the Hellfire missile rack shots are going to go up the road into these. Yeah, we'll play it that way. Yeah, he can. You see, I positioned him so that you can see up here onto them. So we'll go for 2 shots here, needing 3s. 2s to wound. Yep, -2, bit of cover. 1 save, 6+.
Damage 8, I think. So 1.
1, damage 3.
So take away the one that you can see.
Okay. Pesky mortar's got 1 of them. The rest of the DAC is going across here. We've gone for sustained hits on our psychic ability, by the way. So we're looking at 3s. This is the combi bolters. 3s to wound. Don't get any kind of rerolls for these ones. So 7 make it through. 7 saves. An AP -1. 7 saves, a 6 up. Followed by the Feel No Pain, because the medic James has still kept him in the squad now. Blocks 1.
Feel No Pain.
Are you running a... yeah, Feel No Pain, 6 up.
None. So, model. And how many wounds has the commander got?
Yes.
I think he's got 4 wounds, because last time, I remember that because of one reason, kept overheating in previous games.
Yeah, I've taken him off here. He's going to
So
go.
the commander...
He is dead. I can make sure...
Commander, he's got 3 wounds.
Oh, long gone. Soul Reaper Cannon would have gone into him anyway. Psychic ability would have gone into him as well.
Oh.
So that's firepower finished, but wiping out the large guard squad across here. The resistance has crumbled.
Look.
So it's 2 units destroyed in total. We've got to keep a tally here for this game.
The 2 units in total.
So combining together to wipe out these, but that's a good hit here.
So
from
veteran guardsman and Cadian commander is in 1 unit.
Gotcha. All right, all part of the same data sheet.
All
Totally fine. All right, we're now going to try and soften up a tank. So we're going to put firepower from these into here. We can't see beyond this because we're not in it. We can only see units that are in the terrain, not beyond it. So we'll unleash everything we have.
Are you in range?
Oh no, flamers won't be, no. Just a little bit of some psychic ability. So we'll go for Warp Smite first of all. 2 shots, 2 hits. Oh, psychic attack sustained. And then we're going to go for 6 to wound, which will be devastating wounds. And we get 1. So 1 devastating wound on the tank, dropping down to 12 wounds left. We then go for the Soul Reaper Cannon. In 3s. Horrific. And then we'll go for maybe 5s to wound, rerolling 1s. Ooh. Toughness.
On a Russ.
Yeah.
Is...
Can't be 12.
11.
1 save then at AP -1 with cover. It's a save of a 2.
11.
Yeah, fine. So a 2 up save on this one.
4.
Yeah, and a devastating wound on that one. It's another wound. Drop it down to 11 wounds left. And last but not least, we have the Exalted Sorcerer who's going to fire Astral Blast into you for D6 shots. Just the 1, needing a 3, and completely failed. We'll leave it at that. So that's firepower from them finished. A couple of wounds picked up against the Punisher Russ. So we now turn to Magnus the Red. Devastating Sorcery, command point being spent on that stratagem.
Deploying smoke.
You're deploying smoke. Yeah, James has plenty of CP to spend. I'm going to get reroll hit rolls and reroll wound rolls against that Russ. I don't know if we've got enough capability to bring it down. So we turn to Magnus the Red. We've got a Nate Miller for this firepower. Oh, that's weird. Nate Miller. We've got a crossover here added, but we'll continue.
It's just psychic weirdness.
6 attacks with... No, it's not 6 attacks. It's 3d3 attacks with the gaze of Magnus. It's okay. We have got 6, actually. 3d3.
-1 smoke.
2s. Do you know what? I think I cancel that out, so I probably wouldn't bother with smoke.
Why is that?
Because I start on a 2+. But then I've got Lord of the Planet of the Sorcerers. After for any cycles within 6 inches, I think he'll benefit from his own bubble. I'll get +1 to the hit roll and +1 to the wound roll. So you may as well just not bother with smoke. So James will restore his command point, and we're looking for 2s. And we'll re-roll those 2. That's quite good, because we've got sustained for psychic. So 2 more added in. We're going to try and wound you on 5s. Becomes 4s, so +1 to the wound roll. And it's re-rollable because of the stratagem. 4s, re-rollable. Whoa, it's not bad. It's not bad. So you will get cover though. Yeah, you will get cover.
Yes.
So 3 saves of -2, -1 in total.
3 up.
Yeah, 3 ups.
Not 2 up armor save.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the damage?
Damage 3, and I've got 2 lots of devastating, which could be another 2. So you're gonna have 12 wounds coming through. Is it worth the command reroll 3+? I've just got another shooting attack to come through, which will be 6 attacks. No, it'll be D6 +3. Sorry, for Zinch's Firestorm. Strength 5, and I'll be fishing for wounds on 6s with AP -1, 2 damage. So it's kind of half a chance. If you pass this one, you could just go on to survive. If you really want to keep the tank alive, there's a fair enough chance I'll destroy it, even if you pass. If you pass one, you're going to take 9 damage.
I'm going to spend the CP because if you kill that, you'll get victory points.
More chance to get more victory points.
Yeah,
all right.
Spend it.
1 CP, 3+. Magnus ain't bad. He's not bad at all with his firepower. I think that's one of his strengths. And I've combined it with a stratagem. Correct us if we're wrong. Devastating sorcery. It's in your shooting phase. 1 psyker from your army that's not been selected to shoot this phase. To the end of the phase. Psychic attacks. Get reroll hits and wounds. Just make sure my attacks are psychic. Surely they must be. Yeah. Phew. Psychic and psychic, yeah.
So I was on 3, refunded because of the smoke. Now -1 stratagem.
Come on, reroll.
Come on, reroll. So 3+. I have to do this because of the victory points.
Sure.
So,
Passed.
yes.
So you take 9 damage then.
9 damage. Okay.
Dropping down to 2 wounds left.
Okay.
Barely alive, he might survive. We'll roll up here. D6 +3 shots.
Hold on. 1 points to give +1 armor.
5 shots we've got here.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I can't do it anyway. Forget it.
2s.
Armored might.
Reroll these. They've all hit with 2 sustained. Your shooting really is quite good. And all I've got to do is fish for 6s. No.
Reroll.
Fish for 6s. Got the 1. Devastating wounds. Go straight through. Damage 2. Rush destroyed. Nothing you can do about it other than blow up.
Devastating wound on 6s.
Devastating wounds on 6s.
Does it detonate?
It does not, but Rush destroyed. He is able to engage with and take down tanks by himself. So that's a welcome addition here to this Thousand Suns army. Magnus the Red takes out a Russ. So he says, he waves to you, bring the next tank to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. James, I think James may well try and flush around the edges to go after him. If James could bring multiple vehicles to bear against Magnus the Red, he will find himself in trouble. But for now, he sees one Russ and takes it down. Shooting phase on that at this point is now finished, actually. Shooting phase is complete. But the mission was to take out the Russ, take out the infantry, and that's been accomplished. All right, so end of turn. Shooting phase is finished. No charges taking place. Thousand Suns have certainly caught up here. 4 points for destroying an enemy unit. 4 points for controlling an objective. Our tally is 3. James needs to equal or beat that. How with number of units being destroyed. 2 points to raise the banners. The battle line units at the end of my turn on 2 objectives, 1 point each. 5 points to extend battle lines coming through as well. And then we've dumped a stratagem, which was Storm Hostile Objective. Dump that to gain a CP. for us. So now 15 points to 6 with the potential for more points coming through. It's a strong enough counter here from the Thousand Suns, so quiet on turn 1, and then not a total bursting asunder here, but a lean towards the left and some purging taking place on this left-hand side. Boy, are the guard annoyed. They've got guns. Can they bring them to bear? Can they get their guns to reach Magnus the Red, still lurking amongst the shadows of this ruined cathedral? Bear in mind, James has got flanking units available as well. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Astra Militarum. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Astra Militarum. Cards drawn is Area Denial, so big incentive for James to get to the middle, control the middle and clear it. No prisoners as well, so extra points available for destroying enemy units. 4 points picked up straight away for James being in control of 1 or 2 objectives, this one. And 1 across the other side. And now 3, you claimed that one. Infantry pushed out, James knew it was coming. Some were caught out on Overwatch, but 4 of my Marines could catch James, who's at the very edge there of 3 inches. Took 7 casualties. It's 15 wounds came through though. 6 up, feel no pains. 6 up saves being made, being passed on that unit. So to get there, it was the move order done on them. Rosses are pushing forwards. This objective is well and truly under James's control. And multiple units on that. This Liam Ross, he can. So James can see past there onto the wings of Magnus. And then tanks pushing around in this direction also. So the guard are still plenty of resources, plenty of artillery, and happy enough to continue taking the fight to the Thousand Suns. Yes, the problem is for Magnus, he can't deal with everything. He can deal with 1 tank at a time, but James just needs to overwhelm him with firepower. So, shooting phase is coming up next. To still dent the guard can put into the Thousand Suns now. So this one, the Exterminator.
Yeah, so the primary weapon he's going to shoot first. And the las cannon. Can I see any targets?
Nope.
So I'll do the multi-melters into them because that's the only units in range, and the las cannon will do a pot shot into the Terminator.
Terminators, yeah, okay. Yeah, check your line of sight. You can see the Terminators, so no problem.
Maxfield Knuckles.
Maxfield Knuckles.
So this is an honourable mention to him, Silver Star member of the army group. So I'm going to fire the Exterminator cannon first, because if I do that, if I get a hit, that unit's going to suffer AP -1 from now on.
From other units.
From other units. It's kind of like overlapping fields of fire.
Yep.
Rule. It's in rapid fire range, there's 8 shots.
Okay.
So that's 4 hits.
No lethals?
No lethals because they're infantry.
Okay. 3's to win.
Yeah. Toughness?
4.
2's autocannon. Strength 9.
Strength 9, eh?
That's 4 wounds.
All of them.
AP -1.
+1. 3's.
Strength of an autocannon, I'll just double check. Yeah, it's strength 9, yeah.
Yeah, turret mounted ones are stronger, yeah. 3 ups. 1's snuck in. I'm just going to have to take that.
Damage free.
Yeah, I'll just have to take that one. Alright, so model
So while
removed.
in your shooting phase, after this model has shot, select one of a unit hit by 1 or more of these attacks made by an Exterminator or cannon until the end of the phase. Each time a friendly Astra Militarum unit makes an attack that targets the enemy unit, improve the armor penetration characteristic by 1. The same enemy units can only be affected by this ability once per phase.
Fine, alright. So I'll put a marker on there just to remind you.
Okay. So under the multi-melters, range
Yes.
18, all pre-measured off camera.
Okay.
Heal 4s, 3 hits, strength is 8.
2's to wound.
Sorry, strength 9. 2 wounds, AP -4.
Okay, 4+ invulnerable save because we have an exalted sorcerer with us.
AP -5. Okay.
Ouch.
Sorry, AP -4.
1 goes through.
D6 damage.
Yeah, just don't roll up.
5.
I'll take that one away. Okay, so another one slain. Casualties starting to come through. Las cannon shot into these.
Yep, las cannon. That's a hit.
Hits.
Strength is 12. 6
is a wound.
AP -3.
4+ invulnerable save on these. Oof, blocked.
Correct.
Okay. Alright, so all pre-declared. James is splitting fire between these 2 targets just to hose them down.
In rapid fire. So I've got 18 shots with the stubbers. And I will call upon a Patreon.
Okay.
I'm going to call upon one of mine. And I'm going to do... We'll do Sam Hermes.
Okay.
Sam Hermes.
Silver Star member of the Army Group. Thank you, comrade, for your support. So, needing 4s.
What is this bunch of dice rolling?
This is the Stubbers.
So these are going into Rubic Marines.
Your 4s. No lethals because of...
Moving.
Yep. Now you can move and still do lethals.
Right.
But it's not vehicle or monster. Strength is 4.
Okay.
That's really good because it's AP -1 now because of the exterminator.
Okay, -1 +1. And we're looking at 6. Ah, sneaked in with that one, killed one, put a wound on another. Good shooting, every little helps there. It's another one gone.
Castigator Gatling Cannon.
Okay, squad's shrinking.
Castigator Gatling Cannon.
Good shooting. Who is this shooting? It's
Sam Hermes.
Oh boy. I think he rolled earlier for us, got double 6. Same,
I'll take
same
away
one.
one of those dice because that was from earlier on. So I've got 10 hits, 2 missed.
Okay.
Strength.
3's to
Oh,
wound.
no, that's correct. Strength is 5.
3's to wound. You're running devastating wounds.
Not devastating, no.
Ow.
That's AP -1 because of the exterminator.
One sneaks in,
You roll
another
another dice, please.
wound on another one. Oh, because we're not doing devastating. 2 sneak in, so I'll leave the one where it is. Take him off, push the wound marker along. Another one gone. Half the squad now removed.
Multi-melters, not within 9.
Okay.
Sneaking 4s. Oh,
Missed. Whoa. And auto cannon.
Yeah, coaxial water cannon.
Okay.
1 hit. Strength T9, T5.
Yeah.
Freeze. No.
Failed.
Nova cannons, it's D6 plus 3 shots.
And +1 if it's blast.
Yep. So that's 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 3
9.
9.
This is going into the Terminators.
Yes.
Are you damaged 3?
Yes.
Blast. Nova cannon, eh?
Yep.
What's this one out? What do you need to hit?
4s.
Oh, no, 1 hit. Whoa, 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 whoa.
1 wound.
Got a wound. Not blocked.
3 up. 3 down.
What's the AP minus?
AP minus is 2.
-2, -1. Yeah. Not saved. And there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, we'll have to lose one.
Sorry, pulverizer cannon.
Pulverizer, yeah, we'll
Sorry,
lose.
presser cannon. Yeah. BS 4 plus.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my Carbo ability now. So I get to re-roll a save. That's by using the power called Weaver of Fate, which is declared at the start of the shooting phase. So 3 up. Passed. All right, we'll put that Terminator back. I think it's worth the points. 180 point unit, so I can't bring it back. Okay, so preserved. No damage coming through. Everything from that Russ into Magnus the Red. Here we go. James is going to try and start scratching away at this.
Multi-melting
Primarch.
range.
We'd love to develop a theme on the channel for Magnus staying alive and can't be
Melters
killed from
down.
one game to the next. We'll see if we can do it.
Can I fire the melters into them?
No, hidden.
Are they
Tucked away behind the terrain, yes.
demolish cannon? And I'm going to
Multi-miles out of range. I can't see any other targets. What we've got coming through here is the Demolisher Cannon, which is dangerous enough, and a las cannon shot.
Do you know what? I'm going to do Winston Adkins.
Yeah, call upon
There's a
him.
golden moment here. He could kill a Primarch.
You reckon?
Yeah. Why not?
You're ambitious.
Why not?
So he's looking at the stats. If you like the look of the Thousand Suns, I've actually got 3 painting tutorials for them, just remembered. So what we have on the channel, just bring these up so you can see. So if you like the look of these, I show you how to paint Rubic Marines in one of the videos. And then we also have how to paint Mauler Fiends, one of the vehicles. It's actually the same painting process for the vehicles and for the Rubic Marines. So you can take that process and use it for things like the Terminators as well. I've also done a tutorial for these, the Zangors. So if you like the look of them, They are quite tricky, perhaps the most tedious to paint. I'd rather paint Rubik Marines than these. But they look great. They're so unique. And so there's a tutorial of how to paint Zangors also available on the channel. So you can check those out. Just search for Thousand Suns painting tutorials and you'll find them. Because they're not the easiest army to paint. They are intimidating enough. But there are some processes that can help speed things up. D6 plus 3 shots here going into Magnus the Red. He's been found.
4, and I will keep that.
Great.
So that's 4 plus 3, 7.
7 shots.
What if I did a CP reroll? I'm happy. I'm really
He's really happy now. Okay.
Really happy.
Can James hit on 4s?
You're a monster, aren't you?
I am.
So 6 is a lethal.
Right.
Hitting on... His BS is 4 plus.
Yeah, this is actually a tank commander though, isn't it? Firing.
Yeah. Whack. That's good. One
Good enough.
lethal.
Yep. I'll tell you who wouldn't mind having pot shots at him. Be that Vanquisher around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Strength is 14.
2s, 3s.
3s. 2s to wound.
This is an important roll. All of them. Plus the lethal is 4.
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3, minus 2 for cover. Takes us to 4 up save, 4 plus invulnerable save.
You're past these. They're not your like.
We'll turn to Darth Windu to help us out for these. Try and keep this damage away. What is the damage? D6 each time?
D6 each time. So
Oh,
max is
wretched.
5 because it's minus 1 damage.
Block 2. Can't really complain. 2 go through. Now, I'm going to pay a CP for Destined by Fate. Any phase and saving throws failed for a 1,000 Suns cycle model from your army. Change the damage characteristic of that attack to 0. So I'm going to 0 that one out. What would the damage have been? We've just blocked 1 damage. Yeah. Okay. Then there's this one, which there is nothing I can do about it. No, there's nothing I can do. So you're free to roll D6 damage. 2.
I'm going to spend a CP.
Come on, reroll. The dice are spinning. How weird.
Oh,
A 1! It's a start. It's a start. Oh, that's it.
So annoying.
He's manipulating the results. He's putting his arm out across your dice rolling and then just tipping the dice over onto a 1. Don't roll the dice near him. So you got a Lascan shot. You have caused a wound. You've winged him for sure. 4 up with a single Lascan shot. Oh, just about.
Come on. Wounded.
Wounded.
AP minus 3.
Help. God, you got no friends. You got no friends. Sparks. 6 blocked. Oh, damage D6 plus 1. What would it have been? He'll annoy himself. 3 plus 1. Another 4 wounds would have come through.
Minus 1.
Magnus minus 1. Okay, yes, I remembered. Magnus is escaping here, but James is moving around the edges, going after him. Some shots come through, but just the 1 wound caused so far.
You did that.
Bombast.
Field guns.
Field guns.
D6. Oh,
Snake
I don't
eyes.
believe this. What's going on?
We are controlling the dice. 6
One
and 3.
lethal hit.
1 lethal hit comes through.
It's
This
not
is against
sustained, it's not underneath the order.
blocked.
AP minus 2.
Cover? Yes, because the other side of the building. We get it.
Yeah.
Indirect. Yeah, passed. Just about. James is complaining he can't kill
I
stuff.
can't kill stuff. I don't know what's going on. My dice is flipping cursed.
Just the wheels are falling off. Now we don't listen. We filter out such
Right.
complaints.
Mortars.
Mortars next.
Into them.
Who's them?
The same target that's got AP minus 2 on them.
These ones.
AP minus 1 from the mortars. 2d6 shots.
2d6 now. Yes.
How many
because
men you got in there?
you get +1.
Right.
Good rolling. 10 shots plus 2s. You're on 12 shots. You just have to keep chipping away, James. You could be having a string of bad dice.
If I can't kill this unit, it's just going to be big.
You just keep rolling the dice. Keep rolling the dice to keep the points flowing through.
A lethal.
Okay.
Needing 5s.
In 5s. He does take it personally. The loss of brave men. Snake Eyes. Another Snake Eyes rolled again.
1 wound at AP -1. It's ridiculous.
Saves. Passed. Well, I'm battling to try and keep these alive. These shrink down
You
too much.
don't have to. My
gonna
dice are
be-
cursed.
Change the dice. Right, it's official. We're calling it. Change the dice.
No.
Go.
No. I'm not superstitious. I'm not going to go on the Roman route.
Just had
of
to-
being superstitious.
Excuse me.
nonsense.
You just said your dice are cursed, and then you said,
Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm going to be a proper gamer
Stop.
and use the same dice.
right.
I'm not going to throw them away
Why would you use the same dice? Why wouldn't you change them?
because I'm not superstitious.
I said to you,
I don't care.
change your dice.
I'm not wasting
No.
precious pennies
Stop.
and throwing away dice.
You said my dice are cursed. I said, well, change them. I'm not
I'm
superstitious.
going to melt these dice in a minute.
Right, go on, show us. Reverse them. Do the green dice. Swing the things around and make them better.
3d6 shots plus 1 each.
Into the same target.
Same target.
Well,
It's not good enough.
we didn't need to set up the volcano terrain for this game
12
because there's
shots.
already one in the room. Go on, James. Keep going. You have just to believe. Believe in the
Don't
bullet.
believe.
Believe in laser
That's
guns.
the problem. 5s to hit. 1 lethal.
This is a wavering commander here. This is seen across
1
the
wound. 2
Imperium
wounds
in so many fields of battle. The Imperium waver. They lose
2 wounds
heart.
in total.
And the enemy gets... Once the enemy's in your head, James, it's all over. Once they get in here, Ray, it's all over. What's that film?
What's that?
Once they get in here, Ray, it's all over. That's The Burbs, isn't it? Remember?
Yeah.
All right, so James has calmed down now, haven't we?
No, I haven't.
So what's next?
Guard Cadian shock troopers are going to shoot into them. They'll probably not do anything.
They're going in here.
Them, that's got the AP -1.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
trying to kill him. I can't kill him.
Keep going. You'll do it. Chip, chip, chip. What also annoys him is if he doesn't, we'll resurrect
None of
models.
that.
We'll resurrect models and put them back on the board.
Oh.
Unleash. So you got 8 las gun shots. We've measured everything up here. So 8 las gun shots first of all.
Not in rapid fire.
No, none of them in rapid.
Right. This is killing me. He's like, oh no, he's in total meltdown.
Meltdown. Yeah, we're capturing camera. It's good. So you'll be happy if he wipes these out, right? That's
I'm not going to wipe them out.
That's the path to happiness.
Statistically, I'm not going to wipe them out.
Okay.
Right, 2 lethals.
Right.
And a hit. Told you.
No wound. Okay, 2 saves. Got him. So you've killed another 1. There we go.
1.
Supercharged, it's over half the squad now. Supercharged plasma. There's 2 of them, not in rapid. So 2 shots, needing 4s.
Missed.
Both missed. Uh-oh.
Don't roll
If
one.
he rolls a 1, he will
him.
blow his lid.
And the other one.
The other one, yeah.
3.
They're okay, right? They didn't overheat. You got 1 melter gun who's just about in range. Oh, missed. Okay, so that's that squad done. We fired all the artillery, all the mortars gone.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Paul David Gray's squad across there. The Sentinels can see the Maul of Phoenix trying to hide around the corner, but James can see it.
Come on.
Pick another friend.
Archie Edmonds.
Use your Patreons. They'll support you.
Archie Edmonds. I know they do support me. No matter what.
They're all
the
cheering
dice
for you. They
roll
may
is.
not be here in body, but they're here in spirit, James.
They are indeed.
They want you
And that's what counts.
to do well. They're like, come on, James. Come on, buddy.
4s. 1 lethal.
That's it. I'll annoy him if I roll a 5. Go through.
D6 plus 1.
Nothing I can do about this. So I have to take the hit.
6.
Whoa, 6 damage. Good hit against the wall of it. I think you've half destroyed it. Yeah, 12 wounds, down to 6. Ouch. And that's why we haven't marched out in front of you. That's why we've been hiding around here. It'd be a different story
Coward.
if
Coward.
if we
Coward.
if we move round and James was able to bring all firepower to bear, we would be cut down super fast. We've tried to work our way around the edges instead. to keep that damage away as much as possible. It's worked mostly. Nasty hit though coming through against that Wall of Fame, but it's still alive with half of its wounds remaining. End of shooting phase. Any charges to take place? Desperate. No. Okay, end of turn. We'll calculate points here. Frustrating turn for the guard for sure. Alright, so points coming through. Thousand Suns just picked up another 4 because we destroyed more units than James. We destroyed 3, James destroyed none. Much to James's frustration. So taking us to 19 points. But all being taken into account, James is on 15. Another 4 points for primaries. You might get more actually, James. Yes, you're getting an extra point across there for raise the banners as well. So James will be on 16 points actually, which is only 3 points behind us. 5 points for Aerodynamo. It was worth the sacrifice in the middle for that squad. I'm outside of 6 inches. James is within 3. Objective has been taken. And so James picking up 5 points for that. And I think for raise the banners, you can't conger and stretch with 1 unit on 2 objectives. Or double check the wording, but I think it's just going to be 1 objective with 1 battle line unit. But James is on a total of 16 points now. It's not too far behind. Thousand Suns, if they are to achieve victory here, because James easily still has enough hardware. He's only lost 1 Russ. There's enough hardware on the board to decimate this Thousand Suns force. So I've got to still play wisely and cleverly as much as possible. There's a Rogel Dawn to try and take on. There's Russes around the corner, so still plenty of targets for us to try and grind down. We've got to stay a step ahead of the guard, because if they get firepower superiority on the board, the Thousand Suns will be punished and blasted off the table. So we cannot take the lack of damage coming through for granted. We've got to keep causing more trouble for James. We've got to keep the oppression and the pressure on the guard lest they turn and blast us to Kingdom Come. Magnus has got to stay alive. If he's brought down, Thousand Suns will certainly be in trouble. Their turn 3, the middle stage of the game, coming up next. Alright, so turn 3 here for the Thousand Suns. The move has been made. So a fair few bits going on here. All our reserves have turned up as well, just to bolster our units or our battle line across the board. So first up, secondaries. Establish locus, which you can perform an action within range of the central objective or a battlefield edge. We'll go for an edge here. No, sorry, opponent's deployment zone. We'll also combine that with behind enemy lines, which is getting into the opponent's deployment zone. There is a humble unit of cultists that's turned up here, keeping just over 9 inches away from James's units. They're inside James's deployment zone, and they're going to arrive here and perform the action. Very, very useful indeed. Restored a model onto here with these, and have pushed forwards, regular move, in range of the objective, but the Rogel Dawn still has control as far as OC is concerned. Terminators have pushed forwards 5. Maulophane's turned up here from the flank. Magnus has then swung around. He's trying to blindside those, but engage these 2 tanks across here. Zangor's moving onto the objective. They picked us up an extra carbal point. Zangor's across the other side picked us up a carbal point. To reinforce their objective, Terminators have just landed just over 9 inches away from that Russ. And the Maulofane across here backing off behind the terrain, just trying to survive, stay alive for as long as possible. Is outclassed by James's guns across the other side of the board. We were then overwatched and took just the 1 wound from James's squad. He had a plasma gun that overheated and was removed from play. And then the Rubik Marines surging now at this point in the game onto that central objective, poised and ready to shoot. That's movement done. We've got a lot of carbal points now. 13 carbal points in total to spend here for the Thousand Suns. We're going to their shooting phase next. So we'll kick off with Magnus the Red. He's going to we've gone for sustained hits for our psychic abilities. Well, I'm going to pop this. Yeah, he's on +1 to the hit and wound rolls for psychic units. So smoke's no point with him at least. I'm going to shoot through here. James got cover anyway, and we're on sustained hit. So I'm going to spend a CP for devastating sorcery again. So everything into the Rogal Dawn. 3d3 shots. We'll commit this to, where is it? Yes. We'll go Chris Comiskey on this one. So 3d6 or 3d3 shots. Okay, pretty average again. So we're looking at 6 shots total. 2s to hit and rerolling the hit roll. Reroll these 2 ones. Alright, so they've all hit with 2 sustained. Then we're going to wound on 5s and then 4s for +1 to the wound roll. Coming from himself.
Strength for sorcery?
Strength 9.
Yeah, D12.
So 4s we need, 6s are great. Mighty tempted to fish. But we'll let that sit and we'll reroll these ones. Not getting many 6s though. Okay, so we have 4 have gone through. So James did pop smoke in the end because I reckon firepower across here. This won't count. This is for infantry. James is in the open. He wants cover. I know he's going to ignore. I know I'm going to ignore his -1 to hit rolls because I'll override it with my +1. But he still wants the cover. So there is cover now, which means it's a total of AP -1.
Mm-hmm.
In which case it's 4 dice needing 3s. Each one's damage 3. Rogal Dawn's okay. 1's made it through.
I'll negate that.
Negate that, and in which case you'll take the devastating wounds, which is just 3 wounds caused. Ooh, maybe we've met our match here. We're not causing much trouble. So 3 wounds off the Rogal Dawn. We'll attack with D6 plus 3 next. Wow, 9 attacks. We're really going to have to fish on this one, otherwise.
Well, firepower's way better than getting this.
Him? Oh, he's a shooting king, he really is. 2s. I'm going to fish for 6s.
Think what he's like in close combat.
Not as good. Not as good. 1 miss. 4 sustained, which is good news. Because we are going to fish for 6s here to try and reduce this Rogal Dawn down. So there's 2. Wondering if we should keep the 5s. They're only AP -1. Now we'll fish for 6s. This is where we need the devastating wounds. No more coming through. We're struggling here. Another 4 damage caused against him. So 7 wounds in total on the Rogal Dawn. That's it from Magnus the Red. He's alright in combat, but I rate his shooting better. Right, James ain't going to like this. The squad that's moved in here. 8d6 auto hits with Warp Flamers. Number 1 choice, Warp Flamers. If you're playing Thousand Suns, probably most Thousand Suns players know this already, I'm seeing tremendous benefit and advantage with taking the Flamers. They're superb. It's way better than the Bolt options. We'll turn to Longbow BB for this firepower. He plays World Eaters. He's a friend of chaos. Oh, there's some 6s in there. So that's 18, 20, 26, 28 hits. Get some dice ready for Feel No Pains here, James. 28 hits coming through. They are purging the Astra Militarum here. It's a burnout taking place with the Thousand Suns. It's very narrative, but it's grisly work. 3s to wound, and you're on objectives, so we're re-rolling the whole lot here. Oh, it's wicked, wicked stuff going on with these. Threes to wound. Alright, so 24 saves ignoring cover. 24 6-ups. 24 6-ups. And then Feel No Pain, I take it you got a Medipack in there, so it's going to be another, so you say 3, it's 21 go through, and then 6 is to block. Now, super anti-horde, anti-infantry. Blocked another 5, that's really good rolling, but it's going to be a heap of casualties here. It's all the models except the commander. Warp Flame Pistols, causing another 8 hits. 4s to win this time. 7 saves at -1, ignoring cover. And he's going to go as well, and it's going to be another wipeout here. An absolute bane for Guard Infantry. Take him off target, destroyed. So, casualties being removed. It's merciless stuff here from the Thousand Suns, using the flamers to great effect. James would walk away from this one
It's like a digger.
thinking about
Look at
a
that.
scooper, using the scoop to lift them up. James will move away from this game, lick his wounds, and think about how to take on the Thousand Suns. We are building, what you're witnessing here is a mega grudge taking place. He wants Gilliman on the board, but not in this game. But maybe we could line that up, Gilliman against Magnus the Red. More than happy to oblige if and when you're ready for that fight. Maybe able to film that game at some point soon. But Thousand Suns, I have to say, I've never seen a new unit being added to an army to make such a difference. The Thousand Suns army is completely revolutionised on the channel now. They've struggled, and now...
It's because bolters have magically turned into flamers.
And the flamers as well. They are purging gloriously on the board. It's a sight to behold. All right, next up, Terminators are going to unleash all that they have into the Rogal Dawn. It's not quite the right target, but we'll try and soften it up as much as possible. So we'll go turn to the Pirate for this one, Mitch, not Keith or Rob, for this firepower. And we'll start with our Warp Smite ability, which is going to be 3 shots. Need 3s. Nothing. Missed. We'll turn to the Soul Reaper Cannon. We're going to struggle here. 3s for hits. Dreadful. And we get a single wound caused there. It's devastating wounds. Dropping down to 8 wounds left. Then we'll do all of the Daka. Drop dice. Just looking for 3s. Looking for 6s. Yeah, 5 6s. Came out of nowhere. AP -1. Cover. 2 ups. 5 saves, 2+. Triple 1. All right, James, start to sympathise now.
Yeah.
Dropping down to 5 wounds left. And then the Hellfire Missile Rack gets 1 hit. Doesn't wound, I don't think. Not strong enough. The Hellfire Missile Rack is Strength 10.
T12.
Okay, bounced. Okay, that's their firepower finish, but they've certainly chipped in. They've helped out for sure. We'll turn to the Rubik Marines next. If we can carry on this grinding process and chip off some wounds, they're going to offload everything they have into the Rogal Dawn. Just try and finish the job that Magnus started. So we'll turn to a battery on here. We'll go to Nicholas Lucas for this one. Oh, are you on an objective?
Of course I am.
Flamers. 2 Warp Flame Pistols for 5 hits. 6s to wound. Rerollable. Nothing. And then 1, 2, 3 Flamers, so 3d6. 13 hits. Wounding on 6s. There's 2. And that's it. -1 ignoring covers. 2 saves of 3+. Every wound helps here to get rid of that thing. James has passed both. Well done. Warp Smite. We've gone for sustained hits. That's actually an extra hit. And that 2's a miss. And that 2's still a miss. I was just wondering if we were in 6 of him, but we're not. And then we're going to try and wound you on 6s. Rerollable. It is. Nothing. Soul Reaper Cannon. Trying to hit on 3s. 6s are good. Fish for 6s. Nothing. And that's it. Just nothing coming through from the Rubik Marines. Okay. Right, across the other side, the Rubik, or the Scarab Occult Terminators are going to offload everything they have into that rust that's dead ahead. So, we'll go for our Psychic ability first of all, which is going to be the Advanced Warp Smite. So, 3 shots needing 3s. Will hit. Anti-infantry 4+. Devastating wounds though. So 6s. Triple 1. Weird. Soul Reaper Cannon. 3s. 6s. Nothing. Strength 6. Toughness 11. 1 save at -1. Chip away a wound. Passed. Okay. And then some Daka as well. We really are struggling against these Rosses. 3s. 6s. A save of 3+.
Cool. Patron.
Patronic Friend, just to keep this damage away.
Kieran-Dix.
We have struggled here. Next to no damage at all. Kieran-Dix fails. 1 wound comes through, dropping down to 11? 12. Alright, so shooty phase finished. We're going to charges next. They're performing an action, by the way. And then we're going to charges. So we'll go the Rubik Marines. I'll go Terminators first. Try and scoot round. That's the wise option. 9, we'll check that. I think we may have done it. So yeah, 9 inches is just what we needed. 9 inches going around and then charging in with the Rubik Marines. So both squads in. That helps for sure. We'll turn to a Patreon. Max Sword Knuckles, and we go for a desperate 9-inch charge across there with those Terminators. Do we charge or do we not? Go on then. Oh, we've got a 9. All right, in they go. That charge goes ahead. All right, so charge is taking place. We'll zoom in so you can see what's going on. That's the Terminators going in there nicely against the Russ. As to how much damage they can cause, we'll have to see. We'll go for that combat first. So we'll turn to Michael Fry for this one. And we'll go through the Terminators here, trying to chip away at the Russ. So, Force Weapon. 4 attacks. In 3s. So we get 2 hits. Sustained for our psychic ability this turn. Strength 6, 5 to wound. 1 goes through. It's devastating, so it's going to go straight through. And it's going to be D3 for 3. 3 wounds caused, dropping down to 9. That's the stave. Then we'll turn to the Kapesh. 12 attacks.
Kapesh is an
Egyptian style.
sword.
Yeah. 3's tier. They're fighting well. I have to say, they are fighting well. These aren't psychic attacks, though. And it's going to be 6s to wound. Come on. Yeah, 666. These are AP -2, 2 damage. So 3 saves of 4+. Chopping away here to make it through. 4 wounds caused. Dropping down to 5 wounds left. They've done way above what we were hoping. Yeah, 5 wounds left on the Rust across there. Gives us hope to try and take down the Rogal Dawn. We'll go on to these attacks next. So we've gone with the Terminators first. We're going to do their attacks. We'll turn to Raycross for this one. So all of them except 1 at the back won't get to fight. We'll turn to the Sorcerer first of all. 4 attacks, in 3s. All hit with 2 6s, which is sustained. 5s to wound. Come on, yes, not too bad. So we're looking at 1 save at AP -1. Need to pass this one, or is this trouble?
5.
Passed. And the other one's devastating wounds for D3. And just the 1. Okay, so dropping down to 4 wounds left. Next is the Kapeshis. Just 3 of them. 1 of them is out of the fight. 3s. Good hitting again for the Terminators. 6s to wound though. And there is 2. 2 at -2.
Paul David Gray.
2 saves of 4+.
Paul David Gray's Honour of Moment. 1 each.
1 goes through. Dropping down to 2 wounds left. Always hard to get rid of a Rogal Dawn. I will go with the regular Rubik Marines with their attacks. So we turn to the squad leader. He gets 3 attacks with his Force Weapon. And he gets 2 hits and sustained 3 hits. I think it's 5s. There it is. There's a devastating wound. Nothing James can do. D3. Just checking it is D3. Yeah, Force Weapon D3. 3+ will do it. And there it is. 2 wounds caused and target destroyed. Does it blow up? So we got him. They can grind away the Thousand Suns. They can do it. No. And it doesn't blow up. But Rogal Dawn brought down here. Psychic staves being used to destroy this vehicle. So we've actually come to the end of the turn. The Rush fighting back caused 2 wounds, which we passed on 2 ups with the Terminators. We've had a chance to calculate points. It's a lot of points coming through here for the Thousand Suns. 4 points picked up for primaries. 4 points for destroying an enemy unit. The total is actually 3, so we may well get a bonus 4 points on top of that. Then behind enemy lines picked up by these, and indeed these as well, actually, with the Rubik Marines. So it gives us 4 points in total, establishing the locus across here, another 4 points behind inside the opponent's deployment zone for performing that action as well. So Cult is proving very, very useful, helping us to rake in points for sure. And then extend raise the banners, 1 and 2 points been picked up for that also. Jumping from 19 points to 37 points in a turn here from the Thousand Suns. A massive surge in points from there. That's the control of objectives across the board and fulfilling secondaries. And then destroying enemy units has really been good for us in the game. So we now dominate, we're very much secure on this objective. Home objectives looking secure enough with the Terminator's arrival and then subsequent charge. The middle's been claimed by a full squad of Rubik Marines, then across here, James's objective. In trouble now as Rubik Marines and Terminators break through the Astra Militarum lines. Things looking dire for sure for the Guard. We'll see if they can recover. It's grisly. We'll go on to turn 3 for them next. Turn 3 for the Guard. James reckons they're definitely on the back foot. So secondaries coming through is bring it down, so destroy big stuff and secure no man's land, recapture and gain and control objectives in no man's land. 4 points picked up here already for the control of objectives on the board. And then James is chasing a tally of 3. Destroy 3 units to equal 4 units to get the extra bonus points for destroying targets. So movement Russ here is staying close to combat. Sentinels on the objective, they do have firepower options. As James wants to make sure this is secured. Russ has got in range of this objective as well. I see what he's pointed the turret towards. You can see that you can clip that Mauler Fiend over this. James is going to put some shots in with the Vanquisher. Artillery will stay in position. Then across here, we started to see the influence of the Flamers on James's movement. Deciding to sit perfectly still with the Tech Priest. If it moves, it could be Overwatch, Snow Overwatch taking place, but he has been pinned in position. An Extinguisher. Exfoliator? What's it? Exterminators remained in position as well. Artillery holding position here also. Then James has brought on the last of his reserves, or his only reserve actually, and that's the Chimera with the Castellan inside and the Cassacans. That's movement done. We're going to shooting phase next. Right, 8 Miller dice being used on the Vanquisher. Vanquisher shot going into here, las cannon shot going into here, multi-melter shots going into those. Plenty of options.
I'm going to do the multi-melters first.
Now come on.
3 hits.
3 hits. So just to keep you informed here, coal points have been used because we didn't use them last turn. Should have used Doombolt, but didn't. So we've used Echoes from the Warp, which gives us 0 CP stratagem, like my reroll, for example. And then Weaver of Fates lets us reroll a failed saving throw as well, just to try and limit the damage coming through. And after you. 3 hit rolls, 2's to wound.
3 hit rolls, 2 strength 9.
Oh, 3's to wound.
3's to wound.
Toughness 5.
All wounded.
All wounded. I'll take my 4+ invulnerable saves on the Terminators. Would you be happy if I failed them all? Would you be happy if I failed 2? And I passed them all. Breathe. Deep breaths. Keep going. What can you do?
Lose.
Next up, so we're switching across to here now. Las cannon shot.
Las cannon.
For the hit. Missed. Oh, James. And the Vanquisher cannon.
How many wounds you got?
12.
I'll spend a CP to reroll.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
I'll do the reserve cannon.
What do you need? 3+.
Tank killer.
Oh, James, this one shot.
Each time this model makes a ranged attack with its Vanquisher battle cannon that targets a monster or vehicle unit,
Yes.
reroll the wound roll.
Reroll wound rolls. Okay, but what have you got to get to hit?
3+, because I stood still.
Ah, he rolls 1 and 2. Come on, we're all rooting for it. Everyone wants you to roll it. Oh,
hit.
he's got a 4.
Strength is 18.
Well, toughness 10. 3 up, rerollable. Surely.
3 up, rerollable.
Today's the day.
Wounded.
Got it.
AP -4.
Okay, I'll take my 3 up invulnerable save. 5+. It's a 5+. I'm going to turn to a friend. Martin, Vagabond. 5+, so use the Vagabond dice. Here we go. No. And I'll use my 2 cold points for reroll of failed saving throw. I'll do it now. Got it. Through sorcery. James doesn't mind the shooting, close combat, all that stuff's fun. It's the sorcery he doesn't like. It's just
So annoying.
what would the damage have been?
If I rolled a 6, I would have killed you.
A 1.
CP re-rolled.
You already used. He didn't use CP roll. We've got 10 wounds. Oof, boy, we just blocked a nasty shot from coming through. Magnus's blessing there, protecting the Mauler Fiend. Next up, 3 Sentinels.
Daniel Baker.
Daniel Baker, James's last patronic dice. He rolls in anger.
1 hit.
1 hit and 2 ones.
Come on, re-roll.
No. Well, no, you do what you want. Come on, reroll.
1 hit.
Trying to wound. Got the wound. Block it on a 5. 4. Now, hang on a second. So I'll use a command reroll stratagem now for those 6 cardboard points, and I'll try and block it on a 5. And we'll do it with a Joe Ashforth dice. He plays Chaos Space Marines. Got it, James. You've done it. You've done it. Hoorah. D6 damage. Just roll high. Oh, what? What can you do? So what's it called? 2 wounds?
Just 2 wounds.
2 wounds cause. Right, dropping down to 10 wounds left. He's very kind. I have to say, look what Magnus is doing. Ah, roll it again, James. Roll it again. He's letting you do it. Go on.
No.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
No.
Go
No,
on.
I'm going to play it by the
He's
game.
offering it to you.
I'm not going to be seduced by chaos.
Take it, James.
I'd rather fail
Take
and disappoint chaos
Take it. I'm giving the dice to you, James.
than let down the Emperor. Go away.
He's offering it to you.
I don't care. I will not be subjected to this heresy.
He did no wrong.
Be gone!
He did no
Be
wrong.
gone!
He's just...
I don't... No.
It's-
No.
It's-
I am part of the Emperor's army. I will not be seduced by the Magnus chicken wing freak.
He's just trying
He's
to be
done
nice.
everything wrong.
He has not.
He has.
He's been friendly.
No. Absolutely no mercy.
I'll take it,
You can take it.
and I'll roll it for you. Magnus says, a gift of chaos. 2. 1 more wound. How generous of you. Dropping down to 9. Okay. That's the first time we've had a gift of chaos offered on the channel. Thank you so much. So I think that's a nice theme. Just occasionally, if you're good and you're well behaved, Magnus will give you a gift of a reroll. So he was feeling particularly generous in this game. Actually felt sorry for the Astra Militarum. Right, next bit of shooting, James, moving on. A lot of the heavy stuff's been aimed in this direction, struggling to get their wounds coming through. All right, and out of spite and response here, James is pointing to Patreons, and he's going to go top one, Blood Angels Ryan, melter guns into the Terminators, and then he's going to fire across actually into Magnus himself.
Come on,
How
Ryan.
rude.
Come on, Ryan. Is he a Blood Angels player?
He is.
Blood!
He'd be happy to take Magnus down.
I need blood.
So, what are you going to do first?
Gonna do the Milters first.
Right, 4, is it 4?
4 shots.
4 shots into those Terminators, right into the face. A hit. 3's for a wound. -1, actually. 1. Failed. Breathe. Las Cannon shot next. Or the Exclave.
Las Cannon. I can't.
Oh,
believe
1. He
this.
can't get
I
there.
cannot believe
This
this.
is beyond.
Right, 8
beyond
shots
torture.
with Exterminate Cannon.
Surely one of them will hit.
Am I in range 24?
Yes. Oh, right. Rapid. Okay.
Rapid fire.
Okay. No minuses against Magnus.
No.
And
Miss.
bang on average. No, but above average, actually. 5 hits.
Strength 9.
Toughness 11. 5's twinned. A wound.
AC minus 1.
AP -1. Save and throw. Failed.
3 damage.
3 damage. -1 damage because of our choice. So 2 wounds being taken. And I'll spend a CP. Yeah, we'll do it now. So, destined by fate. We'll change that to damage 0. So, he gives up. All right, we're starting to forge a narrative here for Magnus. He's proven to be
Doesn't have to prove
difficult target.
Primarch.
Well, this is his second game on the channel, and he's proven to be very, very difficult to bring down. How interesting going forwards. We have a new powerful army rising on the channel here in the form of the Thousand Sons, led by Magnus himself. The season, the channel's dominated by Xenos this year. Chaos, Legions emerging in the form of the Alpha Legion. Now the Thousand Sons revamped. Where is the Imperium is the question. The Blood Angels removed from the channel. Very controversially.
I am the Imperium.
James is the lone bulwark now, standing against the tide of Chaos and Xenos. The channel's becoming grimdark for sure. A bleak place for Imperial players. Someone needs to answer the call here. We do have army. We do have Imperial armies, but they're all sort of struggling a bit here at this point. Great narrative, though. Great to see Space Marines and Astra Militarum fighting back here to try and regain some kind of dominance on the channel. But for now, it's Xenos and Chaos dominated. Connor Collins, Firepower. This is Tower Empire. Going across here.
Is this a new patron?
Yeah, new patron. Yeah, I've been joined by a few new ones.
Welcome, comrade.
Here, into the Rubik Marines.
6 shots. How many more models?
+1.
So +1 each. Oh, +1 for...
+1 each. Oh, right, yeah. 2 guns, yeah. So +2.
So
8 shots.
8 shots.
Okay, is indirect firepower.
No orders. 2 lethals. Oh, 4 lethals.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And a hit.
Okay.
Just 4 wounds.
Sneaking in with 3. All of a sudden, blasted the Rubik Marines to pieces. That's all my flamer's gone.
-1.
Revenge is sweet. 2 damage, right?
2 damage.
Yeah, okay. Target's been taken out there. Good artillery firepower.
Mortars do the same.
Mortars, yeah. Chris Heim firepower with these.
2d6. 11 shots.
Same target.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just straight 11. 3 4s. Artillery support's been consistent here. Perhaps struggled to cause too much damage. But
It's been awful.
okay.
1 auto wound.
Trying to encourage him.
It's been absolutely dreadful.
Oh, it's better now.
Yeah, too late.
Forced to forced to wound.
Strength 5 actually. 3s.
Nice.
4 saves.
4 saves. 3 ups are good. Another wound sneaks in.
Rinse repeat. The las guns. Oh no, the mortars.
The other mortars, 3d6 this time.
I'll call upon.
Next one, your commander, Valhalla Field Marshal Robert.
Give it. 8 shots.
8 shots.
Plus blast.
No, no blast this time.
No blast this time. So
Straight up 8 shots.
8 shots again. 5s.
2.
2 wounds.
3 ups. Double 6 in defiance. Okay, kept that squad alive. They've been hammered by artillery. Everson Gen firepower is going to come from the Russ. So -1 to hit rolls, shooting into the Terminators with the las cannon multi-melters, and then going across here with the Demolisher cannon.
D6 plus 3 shots. 6 shots.
Okay.
4s.
-1 to hit rolls. Firing out of combat.
Yeah. So
5. 2 hits.
2 hits.
2's twinned. 3's twinned actually, -1. Those go through. 4+ invulnerable saves. 1 goes through.
D6.
D6 damage.
6 damage.
Blasted to pieces.
Always dusk.
Alright.
Melters.
4 multi-melter shots into the face of the Terminators. 2 hits. 3's to wound, 4's to wound. Both go through.
AP -4.
4+ invulnerable saves. 1 goes through. Dead.
Okay,
Just take 1 off, yeah. Take 1 that's got that one there, just the plain one.
Las cannon.
Las cannon hits. Las Cannon wounds. And not blocked, hole facing a 1. Hole facing
1.
6, yeah. Take the other one off. He's that one correct, yeah. Remove from play. All right, good damage coming through. And with that, firepower comes to an end. So I take it there's no charges. We'll go on to combat resolution where we're fighting away there against the Russ. So there was a charge across here. Tank shock charging in. Exterminator making it in. Didn't roll high enough for the tech priest. He's failed. So James will use the Midnight Miniatures dice here. Blood Angels player. This is for tank shock. As soon as your
Blood.
charge goes in.
Blood.
Into the Rubik Marines, interestingly.
Oh, it's dust.
Run them over.
I can't say blood, it's all dust. Because all is dust.
All is dust, yes.
Tank shock. Check the rules. Tank shock.
So it's 11 dice, steam 5s. You need to cause 3 wounds and you'll wipe out. Oh, now you got them.
Mortal
Well, I didn't see that come. Mortal wounds, yeah. So 5 caused, which is enough to kill those 2, wiping them out. You've reclaimed the objective. I'll take 2 wounds on there, dropping down to 3 wounds left. Well, that was a good move, James. Well done. So that's that resolved. You actually can do your attacks now as well. 4 hits.
7.
3 more saves.
3 more saves.
Try and run me over. Another wound caused. Good attack there from the Rust. Desperate stuff, but that was a good one. And objective reclaimed. I'll push in and fight. Later on, really, technically it should be over there. So we'll do the Terminators next. We'll go for Dave Humphreys with these, and we'll go with the Stave. Needing 3s. Miss, but add that back in for sustained, which carries on. 5s are good. A wound comes through at AP -1.
4.
Doesn't go through. And then Kapesh attacks. Okay. 6s will be good. Nope. So nothing at all coming through. James has done his attacks back and failed to wound. I made 2 saves. Gavin here with our last, he says melee charges, so perfect. We'll go here with the Exalted Sorcerer. 5 attacks. A heap of 6s, 2s to hit would be great. It's not bad at all. So 4 hits, 2 sustained, and 5s and 6s, I think. In range of objective, but we're not part of Rubik Marine squad anymore, so not getting the bonus. So 3 come through, James. Strength 6, yeah, toughness 11. So 3 make it through, AP -1. And 1 sneaks in, so it's going to be D3 damage for 2 wounds caused on the Russ. So that's combat's resolved across the board. Some damage coming through here from the guard, but we say it may well be too little too late. We'll calculate points here at the end of turn 3, and then it's going to be the later stages of the game. Thousand Suns looking like they're strong enough. We'll see if they can finish off this guard force. We'll give you an update on the score first. So points coming through. The 2 cards that James had was Engaging All Fronts and Sabotage. Sabotage, no spare units to do it. Engaging All Fronts, yes. Thanks to the Chimera turning up here in the stable quarter, 2 points picked up. James did get a kill. He wiped out the Rubik Marines cross here for 4 points and 4 points for primaries. And so, yeah, it's 2 each. So no one got any extra. No. So 10 points in total, which is okay. Taking James to 26. We did get the 4 bonus points though coming through because we did kill more stuff on this battle round, taking us to 41. So the Thousand Suns are a big leap ahead now. And if they have a good turn on turn 4, that should be enough to finish off the guard. We'll press on here. We'll go on to turn 4. It's here for the Thousand Suns next. All right, so turn 4 for the Thousand Suns. 8 points picked up for primaries. We control 3, so that's more than James. You get 8 bonus 4 points. Overwhelming force, that's destroying enemy units on objectives. And no prisoners, it's destroying enemy units. We've gone for sustained hits again with our psychic ability. Carbon points coming through. We have 11, no bonus points coming through from the 2 Zangors, both failed to roll 4 pluses. And it seems like we've got units that can respond to James's threats across here. Smaller fiends now turned around and gone across in this direction. Zangors will hold. Their smaller fiends can surge through and take on the Russ. Terminators starting to weave their way through in this direction, heading off towards the artillery. Backing off with the Terminators across there, and they're moving 6 inches through the terrain with the Rubik Marines trying to flame the tank. And then Magnus jumping across to shoot now in pretty much any direction that he wants. And then Cultists moving around here to try and flush out the mortar teams. Backing out of close combat as well as with the Exalted Sorcerer. That's movement done. Shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting phase resolved and game resolved here. So Flamers going through and was enough to take out the Russ. So that was destroyed and then blew up. And then causing some mortal wounds. Took out a Terminator, took out 2 of the Rubik Marines. James maxing out with the explosion. Then Magnus the Red paid a CP, real hit rolls, real wound rolls, fired down here and destroyed this Russ. Just devastating wounds coming through and some failed saves. Firepower then from these. Doombolt first at the start of the shooting phase, followed by their firepower wiped out the artillery through there behind the ruin. And that's pretty much it. Pistol firepower crosshair took out a mortar, removed one of those from play as well. So that shooting phase resolved, and that's cleared the guard away and put the game beyond their reach. Alright, so struggling to pick a unit of the game for the guard. Plenty of examples here for the Thousand Sons. James is going to give it to the Executioner. Its sporting firepower is pretty good.
Exterminator.
Sorry, Exterminator. Then silver level patrons, I'll call out their names here. It's Dumpy Grimbo and Brian Nielsen. Big thanks to them for their support. Silver level over on Patreon. And then for the Thousand Sons, Magnus the Red was good.
He wasn't just good, he was ridiculously superpowered.
Great. We've got a brilliant narrative now. James hates Magnus the Red.
Well,
excellent theme going forwards.
Nothing wrong. Load of rubbish.
Oh, James
He's
is going
just wrong altogether.
He's going to forge some lists to get him. All right, so we've got a great narrative being forged here. And then I'm going to give it to Rubik Marines with their flamers. Caused absolute havoc in this game, burning out multiple guard squads, deleting those. It's dangerous on Overwatch, hard to get rid of, so I'm going to give it to them. Magnus for sure. Terminators did okay, good support from them, but by far the damage coming through from Rubik Marines proved to be excellent and pivotal in this battle. So, the war will continue, but in this particular battle here, Thousand Sons have made their mark yet again. Magnus the Red, there he is in the centre of the board, defiant, another strong Chaos Legion on the channel. Thousand Sons really have been picked up. They have been struggling for so long, but their master has returned now to lead them. Great game. Keep a look out for more battle reports on YouTube and over on YouTube channel membership. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.